Hey there, we got another Age of Empires 4 replay here. This time I'm going to be playing as the French versus my opponent Prancing Pony, who's playing Rus. The map is Confluence, so this is a hybrid water map. I decided to go French to maybe make some hulks and try to take over the rivers. And as always, when you're up against a Rus opponent, try to get scouts out early and try to hunt whatever wildlife on the map you can. I was planning on maybe sectioning off one of the 4 quadrants on this map and putting down some stone walls, a castle, maybe building some stables around it, and then start producing cheap knights and seeing if I can win that way. Thought it was an interesting idea on a map like this. Oh, and there's a wolf. Should really attack that wolf, bring it back to my town center. And just trying to grab up sheep off the map. There was recently some news about updates to the game. Relic put out an update saying that they were going to release a patch later this week. So this is early February 2020. This patch is going to fix a decent amount of items. They are looking to eliminate animation canceling. That's where if a unit is told to just continuously attack something, they attack pretty slowly, but if you are able to sort of sidestep your unit and then attack again, sidestep your unit, attack again, you can actually attack at a faster rate than normal. So they're hoping to get rid of animation canceling. And they're also going to be making some changes to siege units. Siege units are going to be a little bit more vulnerable to cavalry attacks. A little bit of Abbasid and Delhi buffs coming. China's going to get some nerfs. And I think there'll be some welcome changes. Can't really go over all of them here and now, but there's also going to be a reduction in shoreline fishing, so these hybrid water maps maybe won't be as important to get to the water, but we'll see. He has sent 5 scouts to burn down my dock. I panic with my villager rather than just repairing the dock continuously. And he's going to start burning it down. I can send out some units to try and prevent this. This horseman's doing what he can, but this dock is on its way out. That's 150 wood. That's a big loss for me. I could have probably just rebuilt the dock right there. Instead, looks like I built a dock down here. Now that I've got my School of Cavalry built, I'm going to send some Royal Knights to harass. And I'm hoping to get these fishing ships back to working on some nearby fish. So now I'm checking his base, trying to find out where I can do some damage with these Royal Knights. Gonna check gold deposits, gonna look for, yep, there's some mining villagers. Should probably double my horsemen back. Yep, okay, looks like he's already pulled them. So just kind of looking around, trying to find what I can. Okay, got those fishing ships back to work. So get a villager there, hoping to do a little bit more. He's made a very condensed base. The only thing that's really extended out is this gold mining camp and his dock. I start to burn down the dock, kind of similar to what his scouts did. Not sure if this is the right move. I really should be looking for villager kills. He's using his scouts to continue to harass as well. Would like to maybe get a Royal Knight here to kind of scare off these scouts. They're not very good combat units, so we might as well discourage them. And another change that's coming in the patch is scouts are going to be a little bit more expensive. I'm kind of interested in this change, as Rus players tend to make a lot of them. Oh, damn, almost got that villager. Should really pull this knight back. There we go. So I'm still poking, prodding, trying to find whatever damage I can do. I'm starting to get stone, but it's a little early for stone. I really need to make it to the next age before I can put down castles. And I'm seeing a lot of back and forth here. I'm mostly seeing his scouts running in and out, catching a few villagers outside of his base. But the bigger issue here is that he has a lot of fishing ships. I mean, we're talking 7 visible right there and 4 more down here. I don't have nearly as many fishing ships. I've got 7. He's maybe got 10, 11. I suspect he has a second dock down here. These fishing ships wouldn't just be hanging out down here for no reason. I'd be able to see them ferrying it back up and down. So my guess is my opponent has just gone for a very intensive wood collection strategy. By putting down these wooden fortresses, they enhance the they can enhance the lumber collection. So he's just chopping down all these trees. With the wood, he can produce fishing ships, which he has just made a bajillion of. So that covers his food income. And as for his gold income, he's trying to get gold over here when he can. But his hunting camps will give him gold. Killing animals on the map will get him gold. And he has the gate here, this landmark here. I can't believe I'm forgetting its name. I used to build it all the time. He can trade there very favorably, so it's kind of like a market with some limited trades. It's very good. He's coming in with some attack ships, and I don't have any hulks of my own. I'm mostly focused on trying to get to the next age. But this is a really impressive Rus economic strategy. My opponent has essentially turned one resource gathering spot, this wood, into a fully realized economy by building these fishing ships to get food, trading with the gates to get gold or whatever resources he needs. He can essentially tech up to the castle age as quickly as he wants. He's got actually a demolition ship hanging out right here near my my dock. Still sending in Royal Knights to see if I can harass a little bit, but I've essentially already lost the waters. He's committing some demolition ships. He's just waiting. Oh, he uses a demolition ship to explode and kill this knight. I think that's a favorable trade for him. I'm not sure. Looks like converting the ship into an attack ship. Hulk finishes. I'll go and kill that ship. I'm still down in age, burning a few of his buildings, but he is still completely condensed his base into this area. It's very difficult for me to move in with my Royal Knights. There's not a lot of exposed areas, just this gold patch here. So making Royal Knights is just not really favorable for me. Here I see a little preview of his army. Looks like he's just making horse archers. To try and counter horse archers, you're going to need lots of regular archers yourself. And this is a mistake that I made. I didn't throw down some extra archery ranges here and now. This is when I should just be focusing all my attention on getting another archery range out. As nice as it is to keep producing archers and getting an army to fight his, I really need to get a few spearmen and really archers. I need to get archers out. He's clearing out the map of my scouts. I'm putting down some defensive walls to try and prevent these horse archers from getting in. Because they don't really deal good damage versus walls, so if I can wall up. But unfortunately, his troops are already here. He's going to take out that villager and move in on my forces. And I don't have much. I have spearmen, I have archers. And I have to move out here because I've really expanded my territory here. I can't let him just run wild in my base. So now I'm trading fire with the horse archers, sending in horsemen as well to try and soak up some damage. The horsemen seem to be surprisingly strong against these horse archers. That's interesting. Should maybe make more horsemen when I'm taking on these horse archers. He actually sends in his scouts to try and soak some damage, along with some reinforcing horse archers. I put my Hulk here to maybe take shots at any further horse archers that come through, and I've got a Royal Knight here, discouraging. Although he's probably just going to lead my knight into his base and kill it with, other horse archers. So he's riding through my base with these horse archers. They can take out villagers very quickly. I'm trying to retreat villagers that I have, but he's mostly just here to scout, see what he can find. I have to pull these villagers back because I know he's just going to sweep through and around here. Getting down a castle on this side, we were able to get our guild hall, which is now generating gold. But here come those horse archers. He's just kind of looking around. That's 1 villager, 2 villagers, 3. It's very easy for these horse archers to pick off units. Grabbing spearmen and crossbowmen. Again, I need a second archery range. I'm just piling units up in my production queue here for the archery range. Additionally, as great as my Hulk is doing, he's just sending in demolition ships to deal with them. Looks like maybe 2 or 3 demolition ships can take them out. I've sent my villagers back to work. I just had them idle for way too long. Finding some of the horse archers here. He's doing the right thing by retreating back, taking shots. It's great that the crossbowmen can fire, but honestly, the crossbowmen aren't that effective versus these horse archers. They're light ranged cavalry, so the crossbowmen aren't getting any extra damage. Though I am making crossbowmen in the with the idea that he's likely going to be sending knights to follow up. More harassment, killing villagers. Moving on to my gold patch. I'm trying to retreat my villagers, but that's maybe 5, 6. That's a lot of villager losses. And oh, these guys need to retreat. Just a handful of spearmen isn't really going to do it. Trying to get some farms down. Let's check income. Opponents ahead in everything, especially wood, which makes sense. But the food income, I mean, it's pretty much all from these shoreline fish. He's still just fishing like crazy. He's pulled his ships away from the range of this keep, making sure that he doesn't lose any to it, but he can simply relocate further up the shoreline. Things are looking pretty bad for me here. I've lost a lot of villagers. I don't have the production buildings to deal with what he is sending my way. So let's reveal the map, see how bad things really are. This is his next wave of horse archers. But it looks like they get bugged out because I was smart enough to have my villagers finish out this wall. Now you can see, now that he has map control, he's moving on to other resource areas. He's putting a keep down here. He's got a warrior monk. He should probably use that to take over some sacred sites. You can see it's stables and archery ranges. He's already retrieving some relics. Looks like that's his first one. I'm still losing villagers here. These villagers need to run, and these spearmen need to actually do something. Why? Oh, okay. Weird. Guess they're attacking the mine camp. So I've bought myself some time with this wall. Really think walls are a key when you're up against a Rus opponent who's turtling like this. I mean, you should expect that they're going to make a big batch of cavalry and then send them your way. Probably horse archers, which aren't going to do much. Oh, nice. The keep is doing great work against these fishing ships. I didn't even know about this. I'm glad this keep was in a good position to deal with his fishing ships. That has actually done a good amount of damage. Granted, he's still at 12 fishing ships, whereas I'm at none. Looks like I'm trying to get rid of these attack ships. When these horse archers break through, I'll have to see what forces I can muster, but that may be the final blow. Great that I have all this gold, but I've got nothing to do with it. All I want to be making are archers and spearmen. Well, really, just archers, maybe a few man-at-arms to tank attacks. But the issue is I just don't have the same lumber and food income that my opponent does. Great that I'm improving on food, probably because his fishing ships, yeah, they're all stacked on this. But he could easily put another dock over here. It looks like he has. Now he's mixing in knights. That's what all these stables are for. He's got how many relics? Just the one relic, but he can easily collect more. He has tons of warrior monks just in the waiting. Now he can attack. I'm bracing for it. Now I get my other archery ranges. A little too late. And would really like to get this upgrade to veteran for my archers. Here we go, we're engaging with his horse archers. I have a decent unit balance for this, but he just has the numbers. Should really send in the veteran Royal Knight. He's kiting back. It's a good move. That said, the more horses I see here, the better. Interesting how much damage they do to knights. Why is that horse archer healing? Oh, okay. The warrior monks were nearby. It was very confusing. So now he can patch up his troops with the warrior monks nearby, and likely the knights are going to reinforce. We should see some coming. Looks like he's got them back here. A lot of fighting just going on right here. You could see the warrior monks do a pretty good job tanking, but I'm running low. My archer ball is getting smaller and smaller. These crossbow, or the arbaletier, they're okay, but really I need the archers. And yeah, I'm losing that fight because of my smaller numbers. That and these units aren't rallying. Get down a monastery. I don't have a blacksmith just yet. Economic upgrades are pretty behind. Do I even have the wood one? No, don't even have the wood one. Sending in more units. Sending in a Hulk to try and deal with some of these fishing ships. Unfortunately, he's put that's a really good wooden fortress right there. That's taking springald shots. And my archer ball is officially gone. Here come his reinforcing knights. While I do have stronger income at the moment, likely because his fishing ships are idle, there's not much I can do against this force here. He pretty much has an entire army sitting in my base. Losing villagers over here to just this single horse archer. I don't think there's much I can do against this. It was a good game. I'm still pretty weak on these hybrid water maps. I did better on the water than I thought. It's interesting to see just how much damage this keep can do to ships that go by. If I can get a keep maybe down near here, or even just a tower seems pretty good, although the keep is amazing. If I can get a keep maybe in a forward position, that can really help out with cutting off lines along the river. But this strategy of just turtling near a wood line and just focusing on wood, getting ships out, I really like this roost strategy. They get so many bonuses to it. They have the improved wood gathering rate. They can get gold passively through hunting animals and the hunting cabins. It's a cool strategy from the Rus on Confluence. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we'll get some more hybrid water map practice in the future, but catch you next time.